Hey everyone, we're into week 4 of Counseling Theories 2, and this week is all about structural and strategic therapy. So when we think about structural therapy, we think about Salvador Minuchin. That's a name that you should know. And what Minuchin says is that each family is divided into the structure that we can't see. You don't come to therapy and say, well, here's the hierarchy of this, and these are subunits, and these are folks who get along, and these are folks who don't. That's up to us as the counselors to understand and realize those things. So within each family structure, Minuchin says that we have these little subunits, right? And so we want to know how everyone interacts together as a system, as a unit, but we have to recognize that there are certain subunits. So a subunit you might have is that you and your dad always go fishing, and that you are fishing buddies, and that during that time, that's like your tradition. And then you have certain stories that you have about that. And if mom and dad get in a fight, you tend to take dad's side. Those are little sub units, right? And so those can be positive, right? Fishing with dad's okay. But if it became a coalition where you and dad ganged up against mom or ganged up against a sibling, that's not good. That's an alliance against another family member. And that includes scapegoating, blaming somebody for everything that happens, right? And these develop symptoms that are rooted in your family patterns. So we can look at a problem and say, oh, well, who was scapegoated, or how did dad and you work against this other person? And so you become this subsystem that's working against mom, okay? So then we have these boundaries, right? And so you've heard of the term boundaries. That's a hot topic right now. But when we think about a family unit, we think about the boundaries between them, right? You can cut off boundaries like, oh, I don't talk to dad anymore, or I don't talk to brother anymore. But then we also have things like clear boundaries. This is the way that you'll talk to me. These are the rules that we follow in our family. These are the things we say to each other. We will respect each other in this family. You will have a curfew in this family. Those are clear boundaries. You know what happens if you break the boundary, and you know what the boundary is, right? But then there's other ones like rigid. So it'd be like, no matter what, you come home at 7:30 at night. It's like, well, this movie gets over at 7:45. We'll be home at 8. Nope. We don't break the boundaries. Those are called rigid. We often see struggles with this, and we also often see them in authoritarian parenting types. This is my way or the highway. These are the rules, and you're sticking to it. And the rigid boundaries are not great. We tend to see a lot of people rebelling against them. Clear is better, right? So we have diffuse, where it's like there isn't enough boundaries. It's kind of like loosey-goosey, do what you want. That doesn't help people feel safe, okay? Then you have triangulation, where you have two people against another one. We see that a lot in reality TV shows, right? Watch one episode of any of the Real Housewives, and you'll see that two people gang up on another person, and that's triangulation. Then we have parentification. Many of you may have experienced this in your own family of origin, where children take on the role of parent, either to their parent or to other children. That doesn't allow kids to grow up and develop at a normal, healthy rate. And so we tend to see those folks struggle later on with that. What else? We want to help families by joining them. Joining means helping them recognize the strengths and benefits to everybody in the family and helping them feel more connected again. So that's really important. And you're going to do that with your family as you're working. You're going to help them create boundaries. You're going to help them with homework. You're going to give them reframing to help them see where their strengths are. You're going to work on unbalancing, which is to take away that sort of coalition. Remember, like the dad and son fishing and working as mom. We want to unbalance that, right? And so that we have more of an equal relationship among all of the other folks, okay? The other kind of modern day theorist that you might find important or integral to your work would be the Gottmans. So the Gottmans also do a lot of the structural sort of thing and strategic counseling, where they develop love maps with folks. They help them repair issues within their relationships. In addition to love maps, they give them homework and have them try them out. We want them to ask each other deep questions. We want them to psychologically soothe each other. We want them to lean into each other and feel like, oh, if I approach my partner with a need for affection or attention, they're going to reciprocate that and honor that. All of it is about just developing strategies to help strengthen that structure so that when things get tough, they come together and help and support each other. That's it for this week. Make sure that you do the discussion post and you have a couples therapy map. Let me know if you have any questions.